Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. So today's Sunday layout, we're going to be doing a sketch from the Hip Kit Club. It was the kit or the sketch from this past week, and I just really wanted to uh, use some more of the November kit. So that's what we're going to do today. So I've already cut some strips of paper, and instead of keeping it straight like it was on the sketch, I decided that I wanted to tear the edges. So I'm gonna tear the one edge, take a little bit of glue um, with the ATG tape, and I'm just going to put one strip along the bottom edge, and that's gonna allow me to add in my layers. I know it's hard to see because the 12 by 12 is kind of big for my viewing area, but just bear with me, okay? All right. So now the second piece. Now this one's a little bit longer, but I still only do the strip and the one layer of the glue because I wasn't exactly sure how far down I was going to put it, and I didn't want it to get stuck and then it not look right, if that makes sense. So last piece, once again, I always tear towards myself because I like to have that little bit of the white edge. But if you don't like that, just what I would do is turn the page over, tear towards yourself so you would see the white facing you. And then when you turn your page over on the front, you wouldn't see any of the white part, but you would still have the tear or the frayed look. All right, so right now I'm upside down, and that's only because I wanted to have that bottom edge in view while I show you. Instead of using the circle, I wanted to use this heart doily that I had in my paper stash, and I was just laying there to show you, where I was thinking the photo was gonna go. So I just taped down the heart, and there was a few pieces that were broken off, so I just finished taking those pieces out so that way I wouldn't have to deal with it. And then we're going to cut down our strips that are going to go in the upper right. And you're going to see I'm going to be kind of fiddling with these only because the way they're layered, I was thinking maybe I wanted the torn up edges like kind of going towards the top. And then I realized, no, I guess I should put them down at the bottom. But I found that a lot of the torn edges are hidden once you start adding stuff on top of it, but it still allows it to have that similar feel um, as far as it mimicking what's on the bottom edge of the sketch itself. And you can see here, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, do I tear both pages? Do I turn them upside down? Sometimes you just gotta fiddle. Just keep fiddling until you figure it out. And then once you decide on your order and how you want it to look, then stay with it. And then I realized when I tore the one edge to make it even more rugged, I guess, looking, then it all kind of came together and I was okay with it. I'm like, okay, whatever piece or sections are hidden because of what we're laying on top of each other, so be it. But the parts that are out, you can kind of see the roughness of it, and I'm good. You can also, if you have distress inks or even your dye inks, you don't have to have distress inks to what they say, distress your paper. If you have dye inks from the different companies, say Catherine Pooler inks, or I know there's Simon Says Stamp inks. You can ink around the edges with those as well. You know what I mean? It's just some of the colors might be more pigmented because it's more of a dye ink. So sometimes the colors are very bright and vivid. Um, you know, just tap off on it and then, ink around your edge. You don't have to have every single product out there, but use what you got. If that's all you have is the dye inks, then get you some sponges and ink your edges with that. And you can still get definition and separation using those to color your edges basically. Okay, so here behind the photo I put a 4 by 6 I want to say it was a Project Life card. I tore the bottom edge and then I added some foam. And then I liked it because it gave me a little bit of a wood color up above the photo and underneath with a little bit of stitching. And then I wanted to use some of the journaling tags pieces that came on the sticker sheet that was in the main kit, because for October and November I only got the main kit, which comes with the paper, stickers, and then the, I want to say this one had one set of alpha and the foam sentiments, like the larger works, which we're going to use on this layout as well. So once I start moving stuff around, I had the uh, journaling tag on the bottom, and then I picked it up and moved it to the side, and then I added one of the stickers from the same sticker sheet on the underneath the photo, and then I was moving around this little piece right here. I thought I wanted to stick it up at the top, but when I add my title, I realize it gets hidden beneath the edges, and I just figured, you know what, I'm going to move that and I'll use it for the date down towards the bottom. So now I'm just starting to layer stuff, and I'm still learning, or I don't even want to say learning, just trying to figure out my own style, because I've never been a layout maker or a scrapbook maker. I started out making cards, so doing layouts and stuff with the photos, watching the design team for the Hip Kit Club is really helping, because um, I like a lot of their styles, and uh, it's helping me branch out. So you can see here where I'm laying down friend, I was like, I don't like that piece there. And then I was also thinking, you know what, I gotta move this my over some, because I wanted it to fit snug to make sense um, with the word friends. So I could kind of tuck friend right in where the my is. And then just add the little I dot. And then they have some flourishes on here too. So I'm going to add one up above the friend, below the photo, and then two more on each side. And at the bottom, which now that I look at it, I think, I don't know if you're going to see much of what I add down there, but there's a lot of these words or sayings that I put down, and above the photo it says remember, together, and then around the different edges I have choose happy, weekend, because this photo was taken over the weekend, story, this moment, love this, and then that sticker I moved to the bottom left. I did put the date on it, and then the last piece is I added the flag up at the top, because you know you got to get a little bit more pink in there, right? I love the pink. And then once I get all the little stickers kind of added, and I'm tucking them in on the different layers so that each layer has one of them, and that just gives it that added, I think, that little added detail. And then I was getting ready to take I have some shimmers that I was going to put down. And initially I was thinking, you know, I would just kind of use it as a outline or a highlight to the photo. And then I was like, you know what? No, let's get the cubby out. Let's get, you know, the black and the white distress sprays, and we go ahead and do the splatters. So the first one I'm starting with is going to be the black soot. And I'm telling you, I think this is just such a quick way to kind of finish it off. I will say, by the time I'm using the shimmer spray, which is Goldilocks, I think. No, is it Goldilocks? Yeah, Goldilocks. I do wind up wetting up the paper in a way that um, makes it kind of buckle. Uh, I think for some of these, when I'm starting to do more of the mixed media, I may start to attach them to the chipboard pieces again. I really like doing that because to me, when you attach it to the chipboard, it might bubble up a little bit, but it pretty much helps it keep its shape. And then that way you don't have to worry about pages curling up and stuff like that. So after the white, I'm doing the flicks of the gold, and I actually wound up getting more gold on me than on my project, I think. It was crazy. I was like, every time I turned around, I felt like I was getting another splatter on my face, on my hand. Splattering can be very messy. And then I'm just going to hit it with a few of these sprays and then let it dry. And what I'm going to do is have a bunch of close-ups coming up here, just showing the splatters, the layers of the papers, stuff like that. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And like I did on my previous ones, I will have links to the website for the Hip Kit Club. And you can ask questions down at the bottom, but I'm really learning about them myself. Like I said, just a few months ago, I found them and I've been binging on Missy Whidden. Um, I'm telling you, you guys need to check her out, especially if you like mixed media and playing with mixing colors. And I mean, she's really, really, really good. I really enjoy watching her videos. I think I'm all the way back to 2017 or 16 as far as her channel. But definitely check it out. Here are links to previous layouts that I've done. And I look forward to seeing you guys with our next video.